Abusia mame Sedina Tamakloe atenu abusia tumi bi esun chen tumi bi. Mami ya omo born 78 counts of corruption and corruption related charges. Omo trying in absentia. Omo man 10 years imprisonment following the conviction by the Accra High Court. No. Abusia during the trial process no mami no to kwan ko USA say okwa seek medical treatment. And on the basis of that, no, omo man kwan say onko and the no one samba bim. She didn't come back to the country, and the trial process continued. And omo trying no in absentia. The Accra High Court convicted now man 10 years imprisonment. Today, and now the Court of Appeal overturned the judgment na Accra High Court at the bomb man now man 10 years imprisonment. I was here and sem eba and sem eba. So I want to walk you through the story, give you the detailed breakdown. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, what him how I know, but like button no be so share. Subscribe to this channel and a comment section. I will say church or let's get into business. Sedina Tamakloe, ono former CEO of Microfinancing and Small Loan Center. Time President John Dramani Mahama betna konjana so from 2013 to 2016. 2016 omo yi mamne free office and 2019 omo de mamne call court. So wa cause financial loss to the state wa we sika and ansembebri 78 counts of corruption and corruption related charges na omo de bono. Following that, no, omo arrange before court for trial, and then in the Accra High Court, no, abusia mamene say no home fa no into no person to kwan. Ekwa buruche ko seeking medical treatment, and they granted her that approval. Following that, no, mamene ko no one samba beam. Just say waira free system no, just like Ken of Oriata, eko ya on samba beam no. Abusia with that, no back and forth, no, omo arrested mamene wo USA. Because Ghana went for her out there say Omuyana say Ombra Ghana Embe because she have caused financial loss to the state. She have stolen the state money and then other related charges. Abusia USA for Echino. In June 9th, no, they extradited her back to the country. USA for Ede Mamene ba Ghana. Say Ombrambe 10 years imprisonment. Abusia Mamene ba no. Now, man for Crambo Church, you say, mammy, no more than no prison and also the fee because they are not actually seeing top of that. And then later, no, people confirm, and then the legal team confirms, say, yes, I'm part of the mammy call prison. The mammy call prison. And a mammy say, oh, aja, case now more can mentiasi into an so or person challenging case no judgment, no, it doesn't sit well with her. Into a decide, yes, say, or the case never call the Court of Appeal, appeal. Or appeal na ye kebi akọrọ Supreme Court. Abusia or the Court of Appeal for appealment no. And 30th of July 2026, Sedina Tamakloe have been set free. The Court of Appeal are overturned judgment at the Accra High Court at the Bono. Abusia chairman won't mean so Court of Appeal. What do you think? Or no so overturn men and answer on a case in the day. A different. Make our comment section. A lot of people were actually expressing their disgust, their dissatisfaction, their point of view. And I'm for way there. This would have been the political imprisonment and all that. No, Chama won't me. I'm say, put Chama won't me case aside. Ne enter into this case. Now, let's go into the charges. Charges now, Madebo Mameno. 78 counts of corruption and corruption-related charges, including stealing, money laundering, and other stuff. So, Mamen kind charges no. And from Abusia charges now Madebo Sedina Tamakloe atenu. Abusia Accra High Court convicting the court 10 years imprisonment. Charges ni omo born a charge number 1 is stealing 25 counts on the aspect of stealing nkwano mameno omo born 25 counts of stealing, and then omo born 4 counts of money laundering. Once money laundering ebia wo wie sika kase na opesa wo de fa kwan so waye ne ran bi sana be ya nobody can actually track the person of that money. And abusi omo born money laundering charge 4 counts of money laundering, 25 counts of stealing. That makes 29. Abusia almost of course a financial loss to public property and only 3 counts. So that makes it 32 counts. Abusia almost born a charge of conspiracy to steal. And no, almost born 9 charges and 9 counts. So that makes up to go and be 41. Abusia almost born a willful commission of financial loss to the state. She willfully committed financial loss to the state. And no, almost born 20 counts. That goes to make 61. Abusia almost born a conspiracy to. Abusia almost born a charge of conspiracy to willfully cause financial loss. And only 11 counts. That makes it 72 counts. And the overall counts now born is 78 counts. Abusia. King of Farata, almost born 78 counts. Mama no so 78 counts. Oma extradited that in Ghana. And then she went to the Court of Appeal following the 10 years imprisonment now demand by the Accra High Court. No. And at the Court of Appeal say, charges ya mother boy mama no nyansa bia nim. And due to that, no, we have overturned the judgment. Abusia, this is the story. And now, no, among for baby at the call politically motivated aspect. Many people are sending the case to politically motivated, political controversy, political debate, political analysis, and assembly. Because many people are saying, say, this woman, Sedina Tamakloe, she should have been the political prisoner here because she actually caused financial loss to the state. She stole money, she caused money laundering, and a lot of stuff. Into almost say, Argentina, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Mama Menankodam. I'm say now President John Dramani Mahama or a judge in the Accra High Court and also or a judge in the Court of Appeal. Because time I'm convicted, now it was the NPP government that was still in power. So John Dramani Mahama came to power in 2004. That was after the judgment because Mahama came in December. So the judgment was passed in April 2024. That was the NPP government time. So they believe, say, the Court of Appeal actually looking into the aspect of the woman case, saying that the prosecution failed to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt, and therefore they have overturned the judgment. Man for Bebre insinuated the fact say it's because of say President John Dramani Mahama Etia Kunjana, so he is the president of the republic, and that woman held the position as the CEO of the microfinancing and small loan centers. That was the time President John Dramani Mahama was in power. That was from 2013 to 2016, following the passing of, may he so rest in peace, His Excellency John Evans Atamels. So the belief say this woman was working under President John Dramani Mahama. So do you think President John Dramani Mahama will be sitting as the president and they will jail her and he will watch? And the woman, Charlie. You see, anytime there is change of power in this country, everybody try to prosecute the opposition. And I wonder how we're going to end with this. Drama. Because NPP government prosecuted the woman, tried her in absentia, gave her 10 years imprisonment. That is the Accra High Court. And now, President John Dramani Mahama came to power. They extradited the woman back to the country to come and serve the 10 years imprisonment. And today, the Court of Appeal have overturned the judgment. The Court of Appeal, and then almost the pages was 95 pages or whatever. They can't get time to go through all that, so they will release the full judgment at the close of the day. And now people are saying, what is President Mahama doing? Because I say, it is a certain government, because you said you want to send people behind bars, and then they send someone behind bars at the Court of Appeal. And then I was like, you see, many people are pointing fingers to the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, allegedly saying that it's because President Mahama is in power. That is why this woman will not go to jail. And some who things they happen. You see, Ghana, our judicial system they fail us. our judicial system in Ghana, no, it fail us. Because now we don't know who is a criminal and who is not a criminal. Because it was NPP time that they tried this woman and then Omama 10 years imprisonment by the Accra High Court. I was here, President John Dramani Mahama Ebasono, and then she was only extradited to come back and go to prison and serve the 10 years imprisonment. And now she appealed, and the Court of Appeal said the Accra High Court judgment is not decisive. So due to that, no, they have overturned the judgment. I'm saying, what is our judicial system saying? Like, your law, no, who is a criminal and who is not a criminal? It has happened, say, if opposition is in power, if NDC is in power, there is no NDC person that will go to jail. And if NPP is in power, there is no NPP person that will go to jail, whether the person is a criminal or not. So what is the justification of the justice system? It's the justice now, and you see, it has happened. It appears that people that do not have, the chance to challenge the law are the people that goes behind bars. Innocent people, we jail them every day. People that sell 10 cities, people that sell 50 cities, people that still steal. Among for we have for no more jail 20 years, 5 years, 15 years, and all that. People that allegedly have been accused of committing financial loss to the state, big time money, millions of Ghana cedis and all that, those people at the end of the day have been, are free. You see, the NPP government already they say if they come to power, Chairman Wontumi is going to go scot-free. They are going to pardon Chairman Wontumi, and actually it's going to happen. It's gonna happen. Presidential pardon. And as well as said, the NPP will come to power. Now, that is the case because it is still, a controversy between the matters and the masses. So, your justice system, justice, where is the justice? So I was saying, the stories are still developing, but right now this is the ongoing case, and I just need to walk you through. Sedina Tamakloe is a free woman, so the lawyers actually say by the end of the week they expect that maybe she'll be out, since the Court of Appeal have overturned the ruling or the judgment made by the Accra High Court. So we stay tuned. Abusia yede yeni bibi aka. Asem na ba ni aka. Yeni bibi aka. We don't have anything to say. It's the law. People are saying it's political. Someone said NDC, NPP, ejele mameno. And NDC overturn a case, because President John Dramani Mahama at the court, He said, I'm just being, fun. But it's not President John Dramani Mahama that is sitting in the Court of Appeal. He is not the judge. So do you think that President John Dramani Mahama ever on the phone offer, hey, judge in Court of Appeal, please, Mamino? No, yeah, Juma, me time, into the baby, over 10 the NPV for ye in 2024, no. And boom. Do you think that's the justice system we are building? It's called ruling. And a court kasa asemasa. So now from the Court of Appeal, they can send, the prosecution can send the case to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court will interpret. Supreme Court interpreting na ejugunsua. Just say asa. So right now, the prosecution have a chance of going to the Supreme Court for interpretation. Abusia. But right now, the Court of Appeal said the Accra High Court was not decisive. The judgment, the prosecution couldn't prove beyond reasonable doubt. And then the Accra High Court said the prosecution proved beyond reasonable doubt. Which is which? Law no ewohin. Court of Appeal said the prosecution didn't prove beyond reasonable doubt. And as of the time, try Mamino in absentia, man 10 years imprisonment by the Accra High Court. They said the prosecution proved beyond reasonable doubt, and therefore the woman is convicted. 10 years imprisonment. And today, the Court of Appeal said, nah, it was not decisive. Where is the justice? Where is the justice? We have to be serious in this country at the point in time. I was saying, sometimes you sit down and think about it. Where are we ending as a country? And then you go and Parliament Parliament, the time that the mid-year budget review that Ato Forson were reading, after that, Parliament was arguing. And people were saying if they come to power, they will jail the NDC people. And so we are building a politically motivated country. Yeah, building political. Are we serious? Look at what our leaders sometimes do in Parliament, and then we sit down and look at that. Look at these people. If you come to power, you jail opposition because opposition is jailing you. If you commit a crime, just do you see? That is why I think say anytime government comes to power, they will change the judges in the courts. Because they believe, say, if NPP come to power, they put NPP judges at the high court. Sanabaya, any case they want to win, they win. And if NDC comes to power, they put their judges at the court. And if they want to win, they win. Just like the way it says, Chief Justice no more free honor. Because people filed against say, I don't know two free honor now, no Chief Justice at all. So at the end of the day, we are building a country that is not serious, a country that is not ready to progress, a country that we are playing with our justice system. And then the minors are suffering. People that are innocent are rather going to prison every day. 7 unwanted prison terms. And then people that cause big financial losses are walking scot-free simply because your party is in power or your party is not in power. And if you come to power, you pardon your people that have been in prison. And why? I can't. What are we looking? Are we? What are we looking for? How did we get here as a country? How did we get here? Ah, my God. I was in Japan because in Semno,